Okie doke, folks. We're back here with part 2 of this Diana RWS Model 52. Or is it an RWS Diana Model 52? I have no idea. Let's get into this. So we've got our old pull rod here. But our new pull rod here, got this on eBay for like $30 something. I've only got one nut, unfortunately. That sounded a little weird, but that's okay. But we only really need one nut. And we've got our little block here. And I'm just going to clean this up a bit with some steel wool. This is Triple-Lot. I went to the hardware store. They didn't have Quadruple-Lot. So that was kind of a bummer. It looks like this is going to want us to do some cold blue, which is a pain in the arse. But I got to break out the cold blue for this little piece of junk here. So let's just confirm. This does thread in good. Everything's going to work. And the other side is also going to work just fine. So we're good to go. Let's throw some cold blue on this. I'll probably, I don't know what I'm going to use. Let's set that up. So I'm going to just chuck this in the vise here. Get the trash can down there. Put our solder away and pull out my cold blue. Where's my cold blue? Hold on. Why can't I find it? Okay, we're going to be using Blue Wonder, I think it's called. This stuff. This is basically, it's a not so cold blue. It is what I've found to work the best on the most pieces of steel. Anyone who's spent a particularly great deal of time doing cold blue knows that no one type of cold blue works on every piece of metal. But this specific cold blue, I like it a lot. I think it works on most pieces of steel that I come across. I like it because it's a pretty comprehensive little kit. Start out with some cleaner. And we'll get some degreased steel wool on this. And now we just want to put some heat on there. Well, let's get the paper towel prepped first. This is why I call it the not so cold blue. That should be good. I think you gotta shake this stuff. So we just take a little bit of this, and just like any other cold blue, you want to do it in coats. It's not going to come out looking perfect after the first application. Although that's pretty good. And then want to do some more steel wool. Get all those shavings from the steel wool off, as well as just keep the piece relatively warm. Apply a little bit more, and then we'll just do a couple more coats like this. And then what I really like about this is this comes with a developer that I'm really not sure how it works chemically, but it basically just gives you, once you get the shade that you want, it gives you the luster that you want, as well as kind of helps to blend your gluing job a little bit towards the end, which I like. And you can see this is coming out pretty well so far with just a few applications. And I think that's going to be plenty good for what this is. This guy, this isn't like a showpiece gun or anything. If it were, I would have fully stripped this part. Well, I wouldn't have done this the way I did this in the first place. But the stock's got some dings on it. It doesn't get shot a lot. And you can see that just kind of works itself in a little bit. Let's zoom in a little closer. Get a good picture of that. Oh, what is that? That's not hot at all. And you can see this is all that's really going to be seen. This underside is still a little rough, but that's going to be fine. This looks perfectly fine for what it is. It's a pretty out of the way part that barely gets seen on a gun that barely gets shot. And I'm not getting paid a lot for this job. This guy is a bit of a haggler, so fuck him at that point. Alright, let's dive right into assembling this here. Our pull rod. Thread it right onto this guy, all the way, and gonna just use our little pin here as a lever, and just kind of, oh my god, I hate these pliers so much. Torque down this jam nut. Doesn't need too much. I think we're good with that. Oh yeah, that's just the sheathing turning. We're good. I've also got this little screw here that's going to go up into the stock because we're missing our front stock screw. So let's get this put together. Shouldn't be that bad. Pull our bear trap down here. Does it matter which way this goes? I think this is a rotationally symmetrical piston, so just gonna drop her on in there. Come on. Okay, maybe. There we go. Very nice. Drop our spring in with the top hat, or the guide. Let's make sure we're not missing any little odds and ends right now. Get everything out here. I think we're good. We'll get this trigger in place. Make some room here. Got our big old spring compressor. Let's make sure this is in the frame good here. And just want to make sure everything's going to line up nice. Nice. This is an absolute pleasure to disassemble this gun compared to pots on that I previously did for this customer. Okay. Just trying to line this up a bit. Let's pull this guy out. That wasn't lined up as well as I thought it was. What is going on in here? Oh, it seems like we've got our cocking piece in the way there, so we just released the trigger and now we can see straight through. So we were lined up good, but we just needed to drop this sear, which that's actually kind of a nice design feature in all honesty. So everything should line up fine. Had a brief interruption there. No big deal. This should want to drop right in place for us. But it does not want to. Let's take a look at this. Seems like we've just got something in the way here. I'm really not sure what that is there. Okay, let's take this back out. Have another look at this briefly. Yeah, it looks like there's just one little spring or something that's just getting in our way. See if we can't. Try this. Okay. That's not a big deal. I'm not sure how well that translates into camera, but essentially it seems like there's just a little spring kind of sitting in the way here that we just need to too far. punch right in. Very nice. We'll give that a couple more taps. Yeah, no.
Is this yours or your brother's?
Okay, sorry about that. Had another interruption. Well, we got this rear pin in. I didn't even bother recording it because I just knew the video would be so shaky and bad. So basically what you got to do for the rear pin is pull the safety up like this, basically, to where it's almost in the fire position, and then just whack the pin right in and it'll go right in. So zoom out here. Should be smooth sailing from here on. Let's get this cocking arm put together. I believe we have two of these little guys, these washers here, and then this pin. Actually, it's this pin. Makes for a nice tight fit. Oh my goodness. Also got a washer on the top, I guess. So it's kind of just chilling out there. Come on now. There we go. And then we have an E-clip that's going to want to live on the bottom. We're going to get some regular pliers that for some reason are beat to shit right now. And that clips right in nice and easily because those are normal pliers that work. And this guy, don't forget the pull arm, pull rod, whatever. Where is the block? Oh my goodness. I just love losing things constantly. It's great. This is fantastic. It's on the arm. That's nice. We should have one more little E-clip there that I think I launched into space initially with this gun. Oh, we gotta do this side first. And we want to get as much thread engagement as possible. That's pretty good. Back it out. Line it up here. Seems like this is a little bit too long. Okay, let's see if we can go and thread this side in a little further. Come on. So we can see right here that if we want to focus, there's plenty of thread left. And just going to chuck this up in the vise. And loosen our crush washer and just thread this guy right in there. And then tighten our crush washer back down. Very nice. Put the sheathing back over. And now that's on good. Alright. Let's put this guy back in. Okay. Let's try that out. That seems pretty much lined up where we want to be. In fact, it's a little too short. So let's come out, loosen you up by one turn. And basically we're just trying to set up the length of the rod so that the caulking arm sits perfectly flush when the compression tube is fully closed. Just gonna get under here. Yeah, let's come out a little bit more. I'm gonna do just 2 quick little turns. And that looks like the money right there. Give it a little love tap. And she's in. Now, let's come over. Do I have any equals? Our handy dandy box of miscellaneous bolts out. Find some E-clips. Alright, I'll skip this part. Alright, you can see we've got our little E-clip on there, fished that out, and should be ready to go. Let's go back in our stock. Looking pretty good. Let's get this stock screw going here. That worked out pretty much perfectly. Get this rear one tightened in. These are just number 2 Phillips, which I'm not a huge fan of on a stock, but it is quick and easy and helps prevent damage to the stock and the screw hardware. And yeah, here she is, all her glory. Let's see if we can't get her set up and shooting. Alright, I really haven't tested this out yet. I don't know if it's going to work. But so we pull this back. I believe that's cocked. Got a 17 cal pellet. I thought there was a pellet in the barrel, but I guess I was mistaken. And then push our bear trap down. Lock that forward. Safety off. And yeah, that that shoots pretty good. Let's do that a little bit quicker. Grab another pellet. And I don't know how I feel about these ratcheting bear traps. I've never used one before now. They're kind of nice, but kind of annoying. But you can hold it down and just not even have to worry about listening to it. So you can cock it quietly, which I appreciate. I don't know, if it were me, I would take it off with my gun. I'm sure plenty of people do, just for a little bit of weight savings. And simplicity is reliability and elegance. The sights are fine. They're black, but pretty wide rear notch, pretty thin front blade. That's definitely something that could get broken, but also easily replaced. So this thing is all done as it stands right now. He might want additional work done on it in the future, but it's working again, and I think he'll be pretty happy to hear that. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this peek at a really beautiful side lever air rifle. So have a good one.